Hi Flosstube, it's Jenna the red-headed stitcher here. Today is Saturday the 6th of September, so welcome to my first Flosstube of September. It's my little corner of the internet where I like to share everything cross-stitch I've been working on. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you find a project that you like keeping up with the progress on. Maybe you'll hopefully you'll subscribe and continue watching my cross-stitch journey. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for all of your support. It means so much to me that as we're building up subscribers and followers on Instagram over time, and it really encourages me to keep up with my stitching progress. So thank you all. So let's start with what I'm going to be showing you today. So I've got FFOs, I've got whips that I've been working on, and I've got new starts as well. So let's start with the FFOs. This one I did show on Instagram the other day in a story. So this is what I call the September mouse. So it's Tiny Modernist Mouse's Schoolhouse. And what it is, I finished them. So we've got paper clips on the back, and these are glued on. So every month I can swap them. And that really doesn't look very even, does it? So I think I'll tidy that up after. I'm trying to do it backwards in the mirror. Okay, and when I show you my new start, you'll see what the mouse is for October is looking like. Okay, and then my other FFO is this. It's the September square dance, and I've just finished it with a bit of card on the back and use it as a leanie, so it can go anywhere, just props up and everything, and doesn't occupy too much space. So that's my FFOs. So the first whip I'm going to show you is my newest one of my birthday starts, which was the Summer Quaker by Leader Studio. And I've been mostly working in the middle because I always start in the middle of projects, and this is what I've been focusing on. And this is where we are up to. And this is being stitched on 18 count Cloud Summer Sky. So that was last week. I worked on that. I've started a sort of a new rotation schedule now. So what I'm trying to do is each week, Monday to Friday, work on like a big project, and then at the weekend, then I'm working on like my sort of seasonal things like this. And I just realised I hadn't told you that was done on 16 count Rustico. I can't tell you the name of the one that the schoolhouse one is done because I don't actually know. It was just a gifted piece of fabric which didn't have any information on. I believe it's 18, but I found the hole's quite small, so I wonder if it'd been sort of over dyed or something and it made the hole shrink down a bit. I'm not sure, but anyway, that's why I can't tell you what that one is. I told you that was 18 count Clouds in the Sky, so let's just have another little look at it because it is so beautiful. I think it looks really good on that fabric as well. So yeah, so that was last week. And then, so from this week, first week of September, I've started my new rotation schedule. And the next whip I'm going to show you is from week one of that. Okay, so like I said, so week one of the new rotation. So week one is the oldest whip, and sort of trying to work down to the newer stuff, but also wanting to give plenty of time to the bigger projects as well. So we all know what my oldest whip is. Mary, it's your favourite. Cut Through Cruise Ship by Buffy Threads. So last time I showed you this, let's see. All of that had been done, and I'll just go up to him there. And this is where we're up to today. Also been done on 18 count cloud summer sky, so I'm going to bring it in nice and close so you can see. So I'm been coming down here. I've got this room to fill, and then I'd come down to the sea there, and then we got the sort of final area of the ship there, and then I had to roll it on the frame, I'm afraid, so you can't actually see all of it. But I think what I'll probably do is film a special video when it is actually all done, so we can go in really nice in depth and you guys can see all of the little detail. I know you're not going to be able to see it all, guys, but as much as you can see. So yeah, so that has been this week, the first week of the new whip rotation. So today and tomorrow being the weekend, I will be working on my sort of seasonal stuff, and then next week the plan is to get out my long dog. So yeah, so you'll see that in the next video. Right, so that's been existing whip, so I better show you my new starts. Okay, so the first new start is this, which is a magic needle kit, a really cute hamster, and I started this for my mum's birthday, and I've got 4 of these kits, so I let her choose which one she wanted me to start first. So yeah, so this one is called Buy a Hamster Please, and this is where we're up to. Now this fabric I hadn't actually used before. I've had it for years in stash. It's a fabric flare that I got from Lakeside Needlecraft. It's called Pastel Rainbow, and it's the iridescent one. I'm just trying to tilt it just to see if you can see the shine on it. I don't think I'm succeeding today, but really like using that fabric. It's, you know, really sweet, and you know, it sort of adds to the cuteness of the hamster as well. So not a great deal really, but you know, it was one day's work, so it was that's enough. And see, I'm looking at it down here and I can see it shining clearly, so I don't know, maybe I need to hold it back a bit. No, because you're getting the light, aren't you? Closer. No. What if I do this? I don't know if you guys saw it at all. That was just an epic fail. Anyway, yes, so that is new start I had for Mum's birthday. Okay, so this is now what I'm going to be working on this weekend, which is the next of Tiny Modernist Mouses. So it's Mouse's Halloween stitching, and I'm using DMC threads rather than the variegated in there, and I'm not doing that cobweb. And this is where we're up to. So I'm hoping to get a finish this weekend. It's been stitched on 16 count fabric flare azalea. If you have seen my older videos, it's the same fabric that I did the Buffy threads I call the Halloween dogs, and I changed the colour of the bobbin, which they did in the dark grey, and I made it an orange, and then of course I had to change this colour as well. But yeah, I think it looks really good on the purple. And I've got some nice Halloween fabric, so I'll be able to back it, and just like I've done my other mice as well. So yeah, so that is the plan for this weekend, and if I have some time left over, then I'm going to start the October square dance. And then, like I say, next week the plan is to work on my You Belong to Me long dog. My shoulder hasn't been too bad recently, so but I'm going to have out a small project that doesn't require a frame at the same time, so I'm not going to risk it. I'll just sort of do a little bit of work on it and then work on the other project. So I might get that finished next week as well, so we might have a few finishes for that video then. So I thought I'd show you the square dances that I'm talking about, the next ones. So October, November, December I've got, and then I believe I've got January, February and March, and then they'll all be done. And I've got quite a few of the nice ones to do as well, and they've just released a new one for like Thanksgiving, so I've got that one as well to do. So I'm trying to sort of follow chronological from like this month, like September's done and everything, and then when I've got a set cleared, I'll see if I've got another set of monthly seasonal charts to put in the mix. So yeah, and October is the one I said I hope to start this weekend. So we've got a load of owls. November you've got pineapples, which I ended up asking someone online about this, and it's like a traditional gift when you invited in America. I don't know. I mean, I'm not American, so but it doesn't bother me. Apart from that, I can't eat them. But there you go. And then December's that one with sort of nice burbly type things on there. So yeah. I think this video is slightly disjointed because I'm kind of trying to tell you my plans as well as showing you what I've been working on at the same time. So yes, let's just talk more about the my new rotation. So like I said, so from this week, first week of September, so I went with my oldest whip, which is the cut through cruise ship. Then my next oldest whip is my long dog, and like I said, because of the size of it, I'm going to be working on something. Actually, I'll show you. Can't get at the long dog at the moment, but I can show you the whip I'm going to be working on with it. It's the Seaside Tiny Town. And I do all of my tiny towns on Ada band, 14 count Ada band. And this is where we're up to. There's still quite a bit to do, so me getting that finished next week is probably not very likely, really. But, you know, if it happens, it happens. That'd be nice. And then I would move on to probably the Harvest Tiny Town, because that is sort of next seasonally, really. So, yeah, so that is next week. And then the week after, I will go back to doing... Oh, I've got acre. Because that is, although it's not my next in age of whips, it's the next in the biggest ones. And then the week after that, then all my other whips, I'm going to try and give them a day in that week, and then we'll go back to the start of the rotation. So it's like a 4-week rotation, and hopefully get some finishes in between, and then the weekend spent doing like the little projects as well, and bump up some more finishes there, and do some finishing when I can and when I'm in the mood as well. So yeah, so that is it. Apart from as I said, it's September, so I've got my September pieces out, so I'm going to show you those quickly. This is from the monthly minis book by Primrose Cottage for September, sewn on Rustico. Just finishing a nice little pillow. This is my autumn biscornu, so done on the same purple that I'm doing my mouse and the Halloween dogs was sewn on, so it's a 16 count, and it's some hands-on design. It's the autumn triple play, autumn basket triple play, because there's 3 charts, and I've found that 2 on each one works for biscornu, and the other one will be sewn individually and finished separately, depending on what finishing piece I decide to finish it on. So, yeah. So that's the autumn biscornu. September, I'm pretty much, it's all, I like apples. So for September, so got my little apple ornament, and you've seen my mouse, and now I'm going to show you my box lid one here. And this is Hands-on Design Year of Celebration to September. So a number of things have got like sunflowers on and showing, you know, like sort of harvest time things, but each thing also has apples on it as well, and that's sort of my main focus. But it's really hard to find apple things. Everything's pumpkin, and pumpkin to me is October. And one last thing, I had to walk across the room to get this one, and that is my box frame apple. This came from a Erin Elizabeth chart, and the name of it has completely gone out of my head, but it was like a pencil and all sorts of stuff with it, and I just did the apple, and I used a DMC red variegated thread in the actual apple part, 2 shades of green for the leaf. So that is it then. So I will come back in 2 weeks' time, and you've probably already got a bit of an idea of the projects I'm going to be showing you then. So yeah, so I think, yeah, so I'm just making sure I haven't gotten anything. No. And I can't believe that I can show you all of that and it's still not even 20 minutes into a video, but it is what it is. I just haven't got enough to go on and do half an hour, even an hour. So I will see you all in 2 weeks' time. So until then, bye.